What is going on out there today? How you doing? I'm Arctic Tough, and I like to play Madden. Without further ado, let's get into the content this week. 3-2, coming off a good victory against the 49ers and the Rams after a couple tough losses. We're starting to get the momentum. So let's see what we have going into week 6 against the Browns, where we've caught up to real life after the franchise drop. So happy there. Just wanted to let you know that or just make it known that we did make the trade to for Zach Ertz. Max Williams wasn't injured, however, but in Madden you couldn't do it for a 5 and take Allen. So to try to simulate and replicate real life as best as possible without giving away too much outside of what I found was acceptable, I went ahead and gave up Max Williams since he's on a contract year. Wasn't re-signing him. Let's just get him off the books now. He's a good tight end. I was gonna tag him. Now I'll just tag Ertz. So that's win-win as far as I'm concerned. And we're still in that win now mentality, because we have a superstar roster. We're about to see how we measure up against the AFC. Right now, there is the Dolphins are leading right now, and they're controlled by one of our users in the league, and he's just doesn't have Tua out there putting in work. But after that, it looks like the NFC is pretty much neck and neck. So it's anyone's ball game. Of course, the Eagles, Lions, the Rams play tough, but they don't finish. They're tough play, but they don't finish. I look to see them win a lot of games late. The Packers don't know what's going on with there. Maybe some team chemistry. I know that one of another user is in Chicago. So I believe that they won. The Bears won. They've already played. They played last week or this week. They played this week. And they won. Bears won. And I think in real life, hopefully the Bears win. But I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna be Aaron Rodgers. The Vikings are actually pretty tough in Madden. It's kind of shocking. It's the first time that I've ever seen it, where there's where I've seen the Vikings be this good and passing, not running, passing. So they're you play the run and they respond to that. You play the pass, they can run it down your throat. So and there we go. So we're leading the West right now, but we hold a tiebreaker against the 49ers, but the West looks very competitive as usual, except for the Rams. Everywhere around the league, except the AFC East. That's the NFC South. And of course the NFC East, or the least, NFC least. All right, so let's see what this GM perspective is. Shane Stringer, huh? All right, let's see how well he does, or how he is. Consider scouting. All right, so let's see what he is. Stringer. Right outside linebacker. He is a guy that I have highlighted. Um, but the problem that I saw with him is he's short. Um, hmm. It see maybe if I do draft him, he may have. See, this is someone that I don't want being an edge rusher. I can see him being a speed rusher, but he's just short. And I know that some of the best, some well, I can't even think of him. Uh, Rodney Harrison's and he was pretty short. Trying to think. All right. So I'm not looking at any scouting till after this week because that's when start to do the other stuff. So let's get in the weekly strategy and let's see what we're up against. So the zone counter stick power. So that's inside, inside. They like to run verts a lot, a lot. You want to defend the deep pass. Let's go check and see what they are and everything else. Outside run. Hmm. I'm just gonna keep it with the deep pass. That's what the other coaches are letting me know. I guess and I have a feeling I'm gonna be under the gun all day, and I know it is gonna be a knockout, not like game that's gonna be all in the trenches. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Um, as I don't want shootout. I really don't. So get 5 sacks. I'm gonna throw 2 touchdowns. Win the turnover battle for certain. I will do that, or try to at least. No turnovers, less than 4 yards to carry. So we're not in on the run. We're in on the pass. Go with sack the QB 3 times. We're try to spread some love here. Not Isaiah. Oh shit! Why not? There we go. Worried about. Want to focus on the future. Start practice. All right. Okay. No injuries. All right, so we're good. Another week. No injuries. Update some players. Stopper. And want to make sure that I'm not forgetting if anyone's on the injury report. Yeah. Right. I tried to play this game last night, but fell after work, but fell asleep. Like fell asleep in this chair. And we are ready.
Coming up, we'll see the 2017 Heisman winner Baker Mayfield of the Browns and the 2018 Heisman winner Kyler Murray of the Cardinals. Which former Sooner will come out on top? Find out next on EA Sports.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, this is a passing league. I don't think you would argue that thought. But our ball game here features a couple of teams with strong offensive lines that really like to work the ground game.
And you and I have both heard from different people in the league who's saying that it's becoming a little bit of a lost art in the NFL, the ability to run the football. And we've heard from defensive coordinators who tell us that they play the pass first. That's not something you normally hear. But these two offenses are true to who they are. Both ranked in the top 5 in terms of rushing yardage. I think they're both going to use those massive offensive lines to try and wear down these defenses.
All right, let's get it.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And for the first time, here comes the Cleveland Browns offense. Quarterbacked by Baker Mayfield, fourth-year man from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Baker Mayfield's coming off his best season yet. 26 touchdowns.
1 second, I just got kicked out of Twitch. All right, there we go. Let's get this. All right, I don't know what is going on, but let's try and get it. My stream deck and everything's messed up.
And led the Browns to a playoff victory for the first time since 1994. This young man continues to mature as both a passer and a leader.
A first carry.
You gotta come up there, Buddha.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 25 carries, 122 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and
All
they
right,
run
so
the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking
I'm
with him on
hoping
the field
that
before
we
the
get
game,
a
and he said he's
couple
starting to
big
hear from the
stops.
guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Oh,
There's a
why
ball
is good?
thrown right side and complete.
That's my
And they've
fault.
got it
Chandler
right
shouldn't be
across
out there.
midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
This is exactly the type of game plan I thought I was going to get from them. Nice ground and pound.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Oh, you got to be shitting me.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that
Like
doesn't
he doesn't even go to the ball. That's my thing. Like,
you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because
I'm not attacking behind the ball. Like, maybe that was my part. I don't know.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
All right, let's go.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and we get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. A check on the numbers last week for Conner. 10 carries, 60 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Murray says, hang on here. He'll step back and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right. Sorry about that. I've been trying to look for my note card that tells me what to do, who to sub out.
Second and 6. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I need to get this first down.
There's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's
All right.
Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs.
There we go. Get off me.
Tackles really
Oh.
put it on those receivers.
That boy is showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So this defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I
And what
think
keyed their victory? The pass rush.
we need to
Got to the quarterback
introduce
6 times for
Zach
sacks,
Ertz,
and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket
formally
for him as
introduce
well.
him.
Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing
And he's
jerseys
got-
come at you.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe not
Still
exactly
wanna
what they
get him
had in mind, but
involved.
that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Really
Does an
do.
excellent
I
job
want
of
to get Zach and
recognizing the
Ertz
situation. His first read
a
wasn't
couple
there.
touches
Heck, his second
because I
read
feel like
wasn't
he's a
there.
flow
Bought
player.
himself a
You
little
know,
extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he
There we
gets
go.
this inside the 35-yard line.
that's what I
Given
like to see.
16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as
That
a
dog you hear
bonus.
barking
And indeed, he
is
gets enough for the
a
first down.
Shih Tzu, Belgian Malinois.
First and 10 is counter.
So the
the
dad is a Shih Tzu Aluapsu. A Shih Tzu Aluapsu is how you say
Yeah,
it.
what stood out to me on
And
tape, the way they were flying to
the
football.
mom
So
is a
that tells
Belgian
me that they've
Malinois
got all their assignments
Husky
down,
mix.
and they're playing with extreme
So
confidence.
those puppies are the most adorable dogs in the world. Like
Connor going to get it again on
they're
second down.
so
And they'll bring him
adorable.
down at the 18-yard
So we're
line.
doing exactly what we want
9
to do
yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
right
Quite
now.
the opening
We
drive
want
march they're
to
on right now.
It looks a lot like what
keep
we saw in
pushing the
practice
ball
prior to the
downfield.
game, doesn't it? You know, because on that
I
last big practice
want them to
beforehand,
get real
you go through
comfortable
your offensive
inside that
script, you go
box.
through your play calling,
And
you go
then
through all the stuff to
they
establish
then
things,
will
and
start
it looks like it's going like clockwork right
going
now
to
for them.
work. Hopefully.
They'll run on first down.
There we go. Oh,
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
oh no.
Three yards remain for second down.
So dumb. That's just some strong shit that
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably
All right,
was
so
trying to
let's
read
get
the
Rondell
defense and
out of
try to figure
there.
out which play to
AJ.
run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
They are pushed back 5
And
yards.
give me
but
1 second. I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. Some little shitheads I heard him eating the carpet.
Delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Shotgun now from Murray.
Oh, I didn't see him.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there.
That was my fault.
Recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
All right, so I need a big stop here.
Prater now
Big
will
stop.
send it away following the made field goal.
So it looks like they're running. They ran 2-man.
All right, gearing up for another drive here. Austin
This
Hooper
last
trots
play
back out. And
in
as
the
we
goal
look at his
line, so-
highlights, you know, sometimes I've asked you schematically, how do you stop one player? Well, how do you stop a tight end like this without opening up other holes, partner?
You show your basic defenses, whether you're playing the 3-deep zone, the 2-deep zone, but you have your variations underneath it. So sometimes instead of the safety staying deep, the safety will drop down. A sky coverage, they call that. Sometimes the corner's responsible. You get a little, what they call a cloud, someone coming underneath. Sometimes the linebacker shows the ability to rush the passer and instead drops down and tries to get underneath the tight end as he tries to run routes. So many different things you can do from
There you go.
basic sets.
Come on, make the tackle.
We saw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You gotta make that. You gotta make that tackle. That's not a. That's not a choice.
When he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And
There we go.
Brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let
So
it
I
pick
got to
up a
weather
first down,
any
keep the
storm
sticks
that
moving.
comes early in the game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance.
I might have to go
last
to
week
my
because the
4-3.
feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they're going to be set up down around the
Come on, guys.
15-yard line. 39 yards there.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And who are you gonna cover, dude? This team is so. I don't even know. Like. Wow.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Wow. I'm getting
On to the
smoked.
second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Mayfield hands to Chubb.
No, bullshit, man.
Down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him
Like,
6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Chubb.
there it goes.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb,
All right, so
his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Browns add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in
they are
total
so
8 plays.
good.
And
They're
Nick Chubb,
they
the one
good.
to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run.
And of course, playing against their defensive line.
And a nice return.
Good
Sets him
return.
up pretty
Good
good here,
return.
right at the 30-yard line.
And playing against their defensive line, you don't feel
So
easy
the
in the
Cardinals
pocket.
offense back
So
onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They trail now 14
I also
to 3,
think I need to
11-point
stop
deficit as
forcing
they start things out with a 1st and
plays
10.
to certain players. So yeah, I think after this play, I need to open this damn door because my dogs
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they get him down, but not
They're
before he
whining
takes
at
it
me.
across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
First down grab there by Christian Kirk, now in his 4th season with the Arizona Cardinals, and they would like to get the ball to him a little bit more. Just 48 catches last year. Typically, when he catches it, it results in big plays.
Yeah, give me 1 second. That was probably the cutest thing I ever seen. I went out there and all the dogs were sleeping. I don't know what I'm hearing.
It's ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week.
They ate
and
my
most have heard this by
Ethernet
now,
cable.
so-called
That's why I'm
unnamed
having
sources that were
issues.
saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers
So
that
my
one or two
Xbox
guys,
is hooked
CD,
up
have kinda
to
had enough of how
the
things are going and have been going. How would you
Ethernet,
handle that as a coach?
so I can
Well, you and
play
I
the
both
Game
know
Pass
those
or
coaches
but my
that
computer's
you
on
can
Wi-Fi and I'm in
contact
the
with. They'd love to get their
Right, it's
hands on
running
those
away.
unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go
Nice
in
block.
there and make sure
From there.
that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
You know, it's really, this is going to be a difficult game. It's going to keep.
It looks like a nickel set now for the
Special
Browns on
team.
3rd down. To throw is Murray. steps away.
Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Come on now.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he gets
What was I thinking? What am I doing? What am I doing?
But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's like I'm terrified. It's like I'm in the pocket, afraid I'm going to get hit. Shit.
To kick it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
There we go.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns
I need to get the ball back now.
The
And
offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people
that's my
want
game
that,
plan, though,
especially
to
as you
stop
head down the
that.
stretch. You may play
Well, that's a
outdoors
short
some
pass.
nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard
I'm not happy that he's hurt. I don't want those words to feel like that, but I'm glad for the competitive edge that we're gonna have that he's not playing tomorrow. I mean, Kareem, I think it's Kareem. He's pretty good. And I know he's a very explosive runner. I cannot stop anything, man.
Secondary guys have to make a lot of tackles.
A run for Nick Chubb. No, a nifty juke
There you go.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick
An
up
empty
about
base
3.
flex.
Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And in his second year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run.
So they
right?
must have receivers hurt or something, because they're running.
Pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Shotgun plays.
Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Njoku pulls this one in.
He stopped running. Like, what am I to do?
He can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number of the next gen stats.
I think I know what I'm going to do. I see what they're doing, and it's a copycat league. I already was planning on doing some of this.
And it's 21-3.
Anyways, so let's just do it. Let's just touchdown, and then we get the ball at half. So we have 4 minutes, 2 timeouts. We start probably at the 25, not the 30.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line.
So let's give them some.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ball game.
I'm gonna go into what I know.
Down 21-10. as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3.
There we go.
Clouds that locker room.
Yeah,
I'm just going to start
much bigger than a
with
field
an
goal on this
RPO.
drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
And I throw a pick. Oh, thank God.
Trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
AB.
2nd and 10.
ABY. ABYX. A. Okay.
Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
Let's go.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before
Let's go.
going out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
There of 21 yards.
First down, Cardinals after the catch.
I think I just
DeAndre
also
Hopkins,
realized what I
remember,
needed
he
as a
spent
draft
7
pick.
seasons in Houston, now in his 2nd year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches.
I can't see if that's a linebacker.
Against the Buffalo Bills.
On 1st down, it's Connor.
22.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Forwards. Because we're coming with the blitz up here. I
Out
don't
of the
know.
gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make him really earn it.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this
Come on
is
now.
intercepted.
And I'm playing garbage ass. I'm playing garbage.
Rookie incomplete.
Garbage. Fuck.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice
I mean, it
job here
doesn't
on
matter. They're
special
going to
teams. This
drive
will be down inside the
92
10
yards.
at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Shit, that's mine.
It's caught by OBJ. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 1st down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
They're treating me just like you usually would too.
Before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it
Come on, run the play, run the play.
Mayfield on play action. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Let's go, let's do it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Ah, you shitting me.
That's Rashard Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 30.
So I read this play. See the throw. I'm hitting Y right there to intercept the ball. Right there. And it pulls me away from him. so frustrating. I'm in position. I read the play right, and because something out of my control.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 44, Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Oh, good.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
Oh, fuck you.
So that challenge, a successful one. Mayfield with it once more. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I find that highly comical. Like, their dudes can hit stick the fuck out of me, and or touch me, and I drop the ball. I just hit stick him with.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite
I don't understand
well,
it.
and that one's incomplete.
I won't understand it until I'm. What is stopping? What is preventing me from making that play, making those plays? You know.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Mayfield looks to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb.
There you go.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll try again with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A chance to really put this game out of reach.
All right, we need to stop right here.
Now Mayfield. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Why is the clock not running? Okay.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. Daniel Jones, excellent in the victory, as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. Next, we'll stay in the Northeast as we head down to FedEx Field in Washington to check in on the football team. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountain, Denver, Colorado, to see what's happening with the Broncos. and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there.
So,
not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they did a look at what
I'm
they were
going to have to
able
change my
do
strategy.
throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked.
Throw it deep, I think is what it's going to go to.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And I'm going to have to go to defend the run
Right,
because
Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. On the return, Isabella. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Caught at the 26. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to
there
win
we
this
go.
game.
All right. I'm gonna just run the fuck out of him. I'm gonna try to get him tired because I still have
On 2nd and 2, Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate. What I'm saying is I still have, I don't want to get rid of, I want Hop to stay in there, but do this. I'll run him with green.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And, oh, it's a zone. Gotta be a cover 3.
Murray now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. To
Okay.
the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Cover 2-ish. Man. Nope. Zone. So I'm gonna run him off. And I'm gonna do that.
Murray now. And this is Ertz with it, right side.
All right.
He's out of bounds just
See.
before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And I don't think I have a running play yet. Because of my running play, my audible, I used it. So I'm just gonna do
Throwing again, Murray.
it out.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance
got
to
one
turn
more
it
play.
upfield, and that brings up
I do
2nd
want
down.
to run it, but I
They've
think
given
I
up a few
lost
first
an
downs on this
opportunity.
drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Let's put Rondell back in. Because get that jet sweep
Here's
right.
2nd and 10.
Fuck. I'm gonna hope it's man, and 23 is on Edmonds. That's what I'm hoping. And I didn't.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout.
I forgot
It's just
about the
their
motion.
first, so 2 remaining.
I was
They
explaining
scored
it.
one here in this
I forgot
third
about the
quarter.
motion.
So after the incompletion on
But this
first
is a
down,
better
2nd
look
and
for
10.
us. Anyways. So it's a slow motion. That's why I knew I couldn't get it off. And it's
Murray flips
a
this
jet.
forward on a jet sweep. Finds a seam inside the 40. And down right around the 37. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
I think this is going to be good. Yep.
They'll run on first down. Connor.
And a face mask.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it.
That was don't kill me.
Another attempt, another incompletion. When I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their
Alright, so I don't think play action is going to work any longer until the run is an actual viable option or a reliable threat.
Throwing on second and long. Murray, he'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play fake. Murray going deep for Hopkins.
There's
and unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
how far is that field
It's been
goal?
this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense.
62. That is his record.
And especially against deep balls as
We need a
saw
spark,
there,
man.
They're not giving up anything to him.
Sensational effort from that
Damn.
but rejected by the ball. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. A give. This is Chubb. And not a whole lot of room
There we go.
to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last
no.
one
Oh,
got
no.
3.
Oh, no.
Now
Oh, no,
here's
no.
2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mayfield off the play fake. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way inside the 15 before they
Ain't that
drop
a
it.
bitch?
It was 3rd and short.
Ain't that a bitch?
Flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not
Wow.
much room to operate. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
Touchdown, Browns! Rashawn Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the air. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Yeah, I'm fine with this one, partner.
He's been fun to watch on himself.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The point after try for Gostkowski. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off.
Sorry, I'm talking shit to the league. He won't.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
He won't see this till that text till later. He's
Out of his end zone,
his
comes
team
in
is
He's
probably
about
in
to
the
knock out a
second
return
quarter,
here
if
to
not
start at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense
end of
now
the
as they get
first.
set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And now a throw on first
It
down
hasn't.
there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, it's complete to Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I was outside the tackle.
He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And the red-deemed flag is out. Clearly
That's
wasn't outside
bullshit.
the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And
I'm watching the
accompanying
replay
that
right now.
penalty, a loss of down.
I was in his outside shoulder.
They
I was
lose the
outside tackle
yardage, and
box.
Of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Murray. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Wow.
The Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say that that's a ball he would like to
Wow.
have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't
I
have
thought that
nowhere
was
to
a
go before he gets to
button
end
for the
zone,
other
and he
dude.
got there in a hurry.
That is such a strong momentum thing. It's so much anxiety. Not being able to see
Gostkowski for the point
what
after.
receiver is downfield.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks
So-
another one through to extend the lead.
What sucks
A heck of a play
is
there defensively, getting the
the
interception,
Browns defense is
navigating his
built
way into the end zone
to play
for the
this way,
touchdown.
to play
Out of his end zone comes
to
in
play
Isabella.
a,
And this will be a touchback
you know,
no return from Isabella. Arizona getting ready
wide
to
open
go as
game
take
because
the
they can
field.
they
And just
the
had
pass
that
rushers
pick
don't have to
six.
worry
I
about
guess
the
the only
run,
positive maybe
so they
is
can come
returning
right
that
at you.
touchdown.
They can,
This
and
offense
they're
brought
very
that down onto
talented.
the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because
And once they get ahead by so much, they kind of take the run away. I need to still keep it an option.
It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They start with a give to counter, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for
Trying
him
to see
go.
what
A nice
coverage
job
they're
there,
throwing over
only
the
giving
top.
up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Murray going
I know
deep
that's
for
hot.
Hopkins. They drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield.
I'm not saying that Hopkins should catch every deep ball, but he hasn't caught one yet. And he's like,
And go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Zach Ertz has it complete.
Let's go.
And he's going to have a Cardinals first down.
Let's
as
do
they're
that.
able to get
All right,
the
Zach.
third down conversion. Shotgun now for Murray. Finding Ertz again.
all right, Zach, let's go.
Gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
All right, here you go.
First down, Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone. But could not hang on.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot
Okay.
over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
There we go. All right.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got it. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw is Murray, letting one go deep for the end zone.
You gotta be shitting me, bro.
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again.
That's some bullshit, man.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen.
My
I think
feet
they
are
know
set.
that. They're going for it on.
He doesn't even try for the fucking ball. Clean pocket. He's a 90 deep throw accuracy. Hopkins, I think, is the number 2 receiver in the game. 2 or 3. Top 10 at least. Won the fucking award last year for that Hail Murray, whatever it's called. Known for catches throughout his career, specifically like that.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
I have to.
And they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room.
So
Close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, Mayfield.
So what I've been doing,
Set up the screen to Chubb.
and which I'm gonna
He's gonna
stop
come up a few
doing,
yards short of the first.
and
They
I'm
get him
going
to the
out right
ground at the 37.
with
They'll
the
get
lead.
10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
So crazy.
Like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
Like,
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact,
I really
if
don't
anything,
understand
they
it.
gain more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
I'm just gonna go back to that works, whatever. Oh.
To throw again on second down. Murray will go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I'm trying to get my personnel
A gain
right.
of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
That'll work for this play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Murray to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. Going
Okay,
deep
so I'm
for
under
Hopkins.
pressure.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown.
I don't know what was any different than the last one I threw.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
So I'm not saying that I've been like lollygagging and shit like that, but this is rethinking my approach to how I play the computer, and because this is embarrassing as fuck. I think it's 50-50. There's a lot of shit that I can't explain how or why it happened. The other 50, yeah, I fucked up. I got in my own head. Like that last drive, I was calm, cool. I felt good. I was in my flow. The rest of the game, I don't understand it.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
There we go.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So, 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run. But this
there we
is
go.
also not a time
Where's this
where
been
you
all
just
game?
do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. On the carry, it's Chubb.
Come on. You gotta be shitting me,
He's
dude.
able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
This is not Madden. This is me. I'm not frustrated with Madden here. I'm not gonna say Madden. I'm gonna say the game itself. I don't understand if it can be explained why things like that happen. Then I'm okay. Like,
let's keep the ball,
but
keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Situations where I needed a play from a big play dude, where he is the big play dude. Let's not forget who DeAndre Hopkins is. And it's not like I was spamming it all game. I saw an opportunity and I took the opportunity. That's what it was. And
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I'm gonna play coverage actually.
The difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback.
I mean, shit, I'm so glad I did.
Who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So here's what I'm gonna try and score.
That's gonna be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus.
I know it's a garbage time touchdown, but
that's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
all right, so
Back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
rabbit.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Let's go.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Wow. So that was a interesting play. What I saw last series was the corners squatting, so they were trying to trap the flats, and I assumed it was one of those trap coverages, and it wasn't. It was cover 2, and the linebacker didn't get enough depth. But Christian Kirk just outran everybody.
You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on
and that's why I re-signed him.
Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now?
I don't want to take a time out here. I need to, though.
Second and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Drops it off for Chubb. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third.
Ah, he was out of bounds. I'm going to let him play over the top.
Now Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he
All right.
runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I stole the momentum, so
third and final timeout. That will be their third and
I'm going to go for a punt block because I need another big play. I need it. I need it now.
Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
And what pisses me off is my team has been this good. My team hasn't. I haven't been doing anything else different. I've do everything minus the times where I tripped out in the pocket and shit like that. But this is that bullshit that I'm talking about.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
I think I'm going to get pressure from that dude over there.
Murray now on first
And they
down.
keep vacating that scene.
Gets it across the 50 and
Man, how did I not see
That's
that?
a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Personal foul, unnecessary weapon, defense.
A little
Exit.
too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On first and 10, here's Murray.
Oh, he went the wrong way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Afadi Adenabo able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Murray. Well, this is going to depend on the spot,
right.
but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him at the end zone there, this game's over.
I'm not going to start going for 2 yet.
It's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. This one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
You know, I'm going to practice that because I think I can get that.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And just a
All right,
short gain
so
that time as they're able to him down.
we're going to assume.
First-round pick there on the stop.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels
That was
comfortable
game.
with, and the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession
That's
of the football
unfortunate.
Here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Second and 11 now.
That really is.
They'll try and run some
Really,
clock
what?
here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column
Yeah.
for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head
It
to
is
the
what it
locker room,
is.
throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Browns, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week.
Can't do
Meanwhile, for
anything when they're
Arizona, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
I got my goal, 2 touchdowns. So, garbage, man. Wow. And I want to see if there's any big movers. I'm not going to show you guys actually big board because the league is watching. Not currently. I don't think. Uh, but because all this information is to them. But once we start getting past this next week, I think I'm gonna find a way to blur the screen. I think I can do that now. Give me 1 second. Let's see.
Is already full of surprises, but your tuition shouldn't be one of them. While education costs rise in the U.S. every year, University of Phoenix is committed to protecting you from rising tuition costs with our tuition guarantee. We lock in your tuition so you can count on fixed, affordable tuition from the moment you enroll to the day you graduate from your program. Learn more at phoenix.edu.
I'm just trying to figure out how I can do this. I don't want to give away everything. So I'm looking. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So for right now, I'm just gonna go through a couple. See, let me do it like this, so I can still talk over it. Um, uh, that'll work. I can do this. Hold on. Okay, I see what I can do. Give me 1 second. I'm really sorry. I just want to keep information that's private. Try to keep that as private as possible. There. And so this should help um, keep the information private. All right, so I think you can see all the information that I can see. But when I go into here, I want to try to keep it. So you won't see the big board. You'll see the prospects when I get into them. Let's take a look. Son of a gun. That, and let's see what I go in there. All right, so I'm not gonna go into all this right now. Actually, I probably will. And then tonight I'll come back and play my game. All right. So I can, and then so I'll go out of here and I'll go to the big board. There we go. So you can't see the information, but you can see all the proprietary information. And then once I go back in there, boom. So we'll go into dude, quarterback. Can't see anything. So I can see all his stuff. And then I'm going to make another one. I still don't have my board set up.
Bigfoot? Don't know him. Loch Ness Monster? Never heard of her. Work silos? They are everywhere. But Asana lets you see everything the team is
All right,
doing.
so I'm in my favorites.
No silos.
I go to all regions. I can go.
Balance team workloads, and remove hurdles. Now isn't that nice? Visit asana.com to try for free.
I'll So I'm gonna work on this. What I'll do is um, I'll be back on later tonight, um, and then we'll be able to go over this week's scouting. Be able to go over anything that I've seen. 3-3, man. We gotta really come out with something good these next couple weeks, because run block or run finesse. So I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna make it better for y'all. And then we'll get on later tonight. I'll say in about a couple hours. I'm gonna chill after I get this taken care of. Watch some college football. So I'm more than likely be on after the Sun Devils game, or probably during the Sun Devils game, depending on how they're doing. Go Devils! And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna fix this so that it looks better than just a block. So uh, we'll talk later. And thank you for those that followed during the stream and those that watched in the stream.